All the foods started preparing their weapons and secured the city entrance. Little ones were placed in a safe place. Frank, Barry, and others were discussing how they could defeat them. But Barry said to others not to kill humans, but commandeer them. But the other members refuse his idea. Frank tries to convince others. He explains the idea more vastly that he didn't want to work with humans, but wants to weaponize them. The food started accepting his idea. He asks who wants to head up for anal intrusion. Julius comes in and asks for 12 most fine-shaped warriors, and he'll get the job done. Barry tells them they need to distract the opponent. Sammy was ready to do that. Other foods were ready to do their task. Barry asks Frank about his duty. He said he was going to make things right with Jack. Meanwhile, Jack and other humans were in the caravan, where Jack gives them some jalapeno cheese balls, naming it Jack Balls. At first, they refused to eat, but then they all ate, making Jack happy. Jack was taken to Trish while he was under control. She asks him about Jill, and again asks what if something happens to her because of him. Jack became more scared. In the Foodtopia, everyone was ready for the war. The Carrot and Barry informed that they're coming. A car forcefully breaks into the city. They found out there was no driver. Instantly, they heard screams and ran back. The sight was terrifying. Jack and others were attacking and eating the foods. Jack apologized for revealing the secret entrance to others while Maverick was controlling his body. The whole thing was secretly watched by Trisha and her council. Various food dies. Trish tells the warriors, whoever kills Frank, they'll have the town square renamed after them. Just by hearing that Jack and others ran to chase Frank. Barry pulls him and makes him hide. He tells him that they all are trying to kill him. Barry signals Sammy. They both ran to the alley while the humans were following them. Julius and others distracted them and ran inside the toy store. Sammy gave instructions to the food and captured one human. The potato throws away the sausage from him and she starts controlling him. The foods ride the skateboard and spray paint on every human. The food inside them lost control. Frank tried to talk to Jack, but couldn't. Every food inside the human opens the window. Suddenly, Julius and his team gets inside the human's body. Julius was ready to get inside, but Jill killed him. Maverick also opens Jack's window. Suddenly, Barry jumps inside him. They both started fighting inside Jack's body. Barry kills Maverick and controls Jack. Before he could say something, Jill came in and started beating Jack. She beats him up without any mercy. Barry comes out of Jack's body. Another woman raised her weapon to kill Frank, while Jill raises her hand with tiles to kill Barry, but their abdomens started growling. Before they could hurt anyone, all the food inside the human body flushed out. Jack reveals that he added laxatives in the cheese balls that he made. He proposes to Jill and she accepts him. Then he guides all the humans to the food truck. Trish got pissed off. All the food chases them, but before they could enter the truck, he closes the door and apologizes for not telling them about laxatives. Jack tried to start the truck, but couldn't find the keys. Jill helped him to start it by hot wiring the truck. Barry came out from the water. Dijon gave him a sword and sheath. He throws it on the floor and tells her that he's done, and if she wants to kill him, she can. Before he could finish his words, she started stabbing him. He uses the sheath, but she breaks it and pushes him to the floor. He tells her that he couldn't let the innocent foods die. He asks her to look around. She felt sad for what they did to the innocent food. She drops her sword, carries Barry out of there. Before they are able to get away with the truck, a helicopter came to rescue them. Frank, who really wanted to talk to Jack, manages to get a hold of the truck. Trish, who slid down, held his leg and told him he was the reason for everything. He tells her they both are food and to let him go. She tells him she's smarter than him. He sticks his message for Jack on the side window and releases his grit from the truck, which made both of them fall down. Trisha falls and cracks her shell. Frank fell into the flour bag, which was prepared by his fellow foods to save him from the fall. Sammy helps him up. Everyone looks at the helicopter carrying away the truck with all the humans inside. Barry hurt in Dijon's hands. Frank tells him that the humans are taken away. Jack saw the apology from Frank, and this puts his mind at ease. The truck landed in a military camp. Owens welcomes them and tells Jack that he's famous among them. Jack got confused, but Owens explains that they were watching him the whole time with a drone and told him if they get out of the food revolution, he could teach lectures about how he survived in the captivity of the food. He explains everything that they prepared for the food revolution. Owens shows them a secret weapon, and he explains how it will turn all food kind once they unleash it.